But Thomas, I think that we should just jump straight into this Marvel news.
Sure. Yeah, let's do it.
Because, I mean, they put out a video. If you guys haven't seen it, it's just on the Marvel Entertainment YouTube channel. It features their entire slate of films through 2023. We got titles, we got release dates. Also just like a great video saying like how awesome theaters are.
Yeah, pretty much.
But let's just run through these step by step. And we got footage. We got footage for the future Best Picture nominee Eternals.
Right. Yeah, we did.
I'm dying on this hill. But don't Thomas, don't lie to me and say that the footage didn't look gorgeous.
No, it did. And I mean, that's what we expect. It's Chloe Zhao directing it. And if Nomadland is anything to go off of, this film should look stunning.
So I would highly suggest, if you guys haven't seen it, the film The Rider, which was her second film. I still haven't seen her first film, Songs That My Brother Taught Me, but her second film, The Rider, is pretty incredible. And even just like the first shot that we see of this with the guy in the cowboy hat just brought back vibes of The Rider.
Right.
But I mean, we got 5 shots and they all look gorgeous. Like I could frame them all.
Yeah.
Chloe Zhao is like probably one of the most exciting directors working today. Like I put my 3 favorite directors of all time are Chloe Zhao, Taika Waititi, and Wes Anderson. Those are like my top 3. I don't know if I'd say all time, but like working right now. As far as like I cannot wait for whatever they do next. Excited. And Nolan and Spielberg are probably my 4 and 5. But
yeah, I'd throw in Ari Aster as well, because both his last 2 movies have been incredible. So he's another one that I'd throw in there as current directors working now.
I haven't seen Hereditary or Midsommar.
Wow. Do yourself a favor, because those are great films.
I don't watch horror movies. I've seen Get Out and that's it. We're talking about Quiet Place 2 trailer. I haven't seen A Quiet Place. Probably gonna watch it. Probably gonna watch the Conjuring movies before Conjuring Part 3. Definitely made me do it.
You gonna watch the Saw films before Spiral?
No, I'm not actually.
Fair enough.
Too many, and they do not like. No. I'll do like horror stuff or like psychological thriller stuff, but Saw does not seem for me, and there's a lot of them.
Yeah, that is true.
So no, I'll be going into Spiral blind, which it doesn't look like it's connected to the rest of them.
No, probably not.
But yeah, so just running through here. Black Widow, July 9th, we got some more footage. Didn't need more footage, but
exactly, just more of the same, really, which is fine.
Yeah. Shang-Chi on September 3rd. I really like the footage that was shown here.
Yeah.
We got new stuff that we didn't see in the trailer. I know you weren't too high on the trailer.
No, this is along the same veins. It's maybe different stuff, but it's sort of a similar thing they're showing with this. They're not revealing too much about it, which is good.
Yeah. And then we've already talked Eternals, November 5th, 2021. Looks gorgeous. Absolutely incredible. Then Spider-Man No Way Home, December 17th, 2021, from John Watts. I should mention Kate Shortland is doing Black Widow. Destin Daniel Cretton is doing Shang-Chi, Chloe Zhao on Eternals. So yeah, John Watts on Spider-Man No Way Home. Very excited for this movie. We'll be talking about this movie a bit more later. But from Sam Raimi coming back to Marvel, March 25th, 2022, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which, if the world didn't, die, would have came out 2 days ago.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
And now we won't get it for another year.
No.
So, but yeah, that kind of blew my mind. And then one of my most hyped up directors working today, we had Thor: Love and Thunder from Taika Waititi, May 6th, 2022. So this is all stuff that we knew.
Yeah.
Now into stuff we didn't know before this week. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, July 8th, 2022, from Ryan Coogler. Thoughts on the title?
Yeah, I like it. I think it's a title that works, and it's not the most unique then different title in the world, but it fits those films that it fits the Black Panther film, and yeah, it doesn't make me any less hyped. Doesn't really do anything more to make me more hyped for it because I already am pretty excited for it. But yeah, it's just a very decent title that seems to fit what they're going for.
Also, I mean, I do feel like that it has something to do with Chadwick,
Yeah, probably.
Which I'm just very curious to see how they're going to handle all of it. I have faith that they'll handle it well. But I'm curious. I hope that they can do it in a way that's both respectful and doesn't feel out of the way for the story.
Yeah, I think it's Marvel, so they will be able to treat it respectfully, and
Absolutely.
hopefully they can do something to make it feel deserved and natural, but also they're Marvel, so I have
Right,
faith.
and Ryan Coogler's a pretty phenomenal director and writer.
Exactly.
So yeah. So interesting thing. So all of the first five from Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness up to the most recent Black Widow are all finished.
Yes. Okay.
Thor: Love and Thunder is currently filming. Black Panther: Wakanda Forever has not started filming yet. These next two, The Marvels and Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, are currently filming. So let's talk about those. Also, before we move on, though, actually, interesting that they're moving the Black Panther franchise up into a summer spot with July, whereas the previous film came out in February. And still attained $2 billion, but still.
Yeah, I don't think they really knew how successful that first Black Panther film would be. And now that, it's made all that money, they pushing it to a spot where they hope to make even more with the second one, probably.
Yeah. And honestly, I think they will.
Yeah, exactly.
I think this is another $2 billion movie. So we have The Marvels coming from Nia DaCosta, who's also directing the upcoming Candyman film. November 11th, 2022. So interesting, The Marvels. So it isn't Captain Marvel 2. In the logo, we had the Miss Marvel logo. So my thought with this is that it will be a team up between Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, and then Monica Rambeau, because you saw her get powers in WandaVision. And she was the original Captain Marvel in the comics. Well, obviously post Marvel, the Kree, but she was the first Avenger to take up the moniker Captain Marvel, because Carol Danvers was Miss Marvel, and then she moved to Captain Marvel. Then Monica Rambeau changed her name to Photon, and then we had Kamala Khan as Miss Marvel. So names have shifted around.
Yeah.
But I would love to see the three of them team up.
Yeah, I think that could be fun. The title, it's a bit bland. I mean, just calling it The Marvels, but if they're going to do a crossover like that and it fits, yeah, but I still think they could have thought of something a bit more interesting than just The Marvels.
The title doesn't seem great, but it gets across what it is supposed to be much more than Captain Marvel 2.
Yeah, I guess that. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm curious to see how all of these movie release dates line up with the TV release dates. Something I'll have to check out either during break or in between shows. But yeah, so then we got part of our 2023 release schedule, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, which is currently filming February 17th, 2023. Very happy that they're moving the Ant-Man franchise to Valentine's Day weekend. It works so much better there than as a summer film.
Yeah, unless you're going after an Avengers film, which is what they have done previously, which they're not doing this time. I think a earlier release date makes more sense.
Right. Yeah. This one also coming from Peyton Reed. Then Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 in pre-production right now from James Gunn, May 5th, 2023. That's kind of taking like the May Avenger slot for 2023.
Yeah.
But then Fantastic Four from John Watts, which works so well, the director of the Spider-Man films. So hyped for Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Like, I am so hyped. I mean, and like I've been saying my dream casting for probably 4 or 5 years now. I mean, I want John Krasinski and Emily Blunt.
Yeah.
As Reed and Sue. I want Zac Efron as the Human Torch. And I want Michael Chiklis to come back from the 2005 and 7 Fantastic Four films to play the Thing.
Okay.
And then I want
Zac Efron, really, but yeah,
Zac Efron's solid.
Right.
Like, I think he fits the role so well. I really do. I mean, and he's shown like dramatic chops as well in like that Ted Bundy movie, Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil and Vile. I mean, he hasn't been in the best of movies, but he's been good in those movies. Like The Greatest Showman, not a great movie. Zac Efron's pretty good in it. And I don't know, like I feel like just like his look is the Human Torch.
Maybe.
And then I want Zachary Quinto or Javier Bardem to play Doctor Doom.
Okay.
I would take either of them as Doctor Doom. And we already know we're getting Jonathan Majors as Kang in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. I do think that John Watts is the perfect choice for this. I mean, he's done great with the Spider-Man films. I mean, it's family, you know. It's not to quote Vin Diesel, but like, yeah, no, I think that he works really well with these. So, if you had to pick your 3 most hyped Marvel movies out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 that we just listed, what would be your 3 most hyped?
So first, I'd say has to be Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Really?
I think what they're saying about it, how it's just really, I'm really hyped for that. I'd put Thor: Love and Thunder in there because Michael Waititi. I mean, Thor Ragnarok was brilliant, so I don't think this will be any different. And probably, if I was to pick a third, I'd say maybe No Way Home, Spider-Man. Just because of all the casting rumors that not rumors anymore, basically confirmations that they've given.
Yeah. My number 1 is Eternals, of course.
Okay. Yeah.
My number 2 is probably Spider-Man No Way Home. And my number 3, I'm torn between Fantastic Four and Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah, I'd just like to see a little more about Fantastic Four, and then maybe it would be pushed up a bit, but...
That's fair. We don't even have a release date yet, so...
Exactly.
Yeah. I also, I think that the first 2 Spider-Man films are both easily top 10 MCU. Homecoming's probably top 5.
Really?
I think it's overall... Like, if you just look at, like, all the films combined, I would put it right next to Captain America as the best overall, like, individual franchise within Marvel.
Yeah, if you're averaging out, it would definitely be... Yeah, I'd say it probably would actually be second, definitely behind Captain America, because all 3 of those films are among my favorites.
Because, like, even Avengers, like, Endgame and Infinity War are solid, but I think of the Avengers and Avengers Age of Ultron are good. I don't think that they're great, though.
No, definitely not Age of Ultron. That's nowhere near great.
I mean, in the Avengers not being a great Marvel movie is my hot take, but I think that movie, like, I mean, it was all it was doing was it was just there to set up the final battle.
Yeah, I think you had to be there, be a fan for 4 years when Iron Man came out for that film to really be among your favorites. Because I obviously I came in at Civil War, so.
Right. I mean, I was 7 when the Avengers came out. I was 3 when Iron Man came out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't have that connection. I mean, I came in to the MCU like around like when Thor Ragnarok came out.
Okay.
So I was very late to the MCU. So yeah, but no, like that movie just seems like it's there. Like the first hour and a half, hour 20, hour and a half are pretty inconsequential.
Hmm.
They're just kind of there to set up a cool final battle.
Yeah.
And all of the stuff on the helicarrier feels very slow and it drags. So I don't know. But overall, I think that we're all pretty excited for this upcoming slate of Marvel films.